Hello, how are you, Dr. Moya?
Hello.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes, today I'm going to ask some basic questions that how do we pick up the electrical signal from our brain?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I
this
had
is key. This is key.
I presumably I had some experience before. I had the sleep test, and the doctor
sleep
just
test.
yes,
EEG is taken. Yes,
that's right. So you are expert for sleep study.
Yes.
So I wondering how do they decide to put a particular electrode on my brain? They must have some standards, right?
Yes, there is a standard, international standard.
Okay. Could you give me some introduction today about these international standards? Thank you.
Yes, the position of the electrode. We think this is not explained to the patients, but is a standard. Very years. Is a standard based in studies, original studies, and the standard is in this picture. Yeah?
Yes, I can see.
The name of the international standard is 10-20. 10-20. Yes. Because the distribution of the percent of the position of electrodes in the each side is 10-20-20.
Oh, it's 10%.
Some 50, 20%. And the other side 50, 100% of all the lines.
I see.
And we divide the whole sphere of the head,
right?
Simplifying as a ball.
Yes, I noticed that they use either 10% or 20%. That is the name.
Yes.
All about.
yes. No name of person of no.
It's not
international standard 10, and the information is this because the 10 is here and the 20 because the.
Why don't they use an altitude and altitude like Earth? Latitude and altitude.
That's functioning too.
Okay.
And
doesn't matter.
We have to talk about the same electrode, the same name, and in one laboratory we use the number and the name different. This is a bubble tower.
You can you zoom in? Can you make a enlarge? Can you go to closer to this diagram?
Yes.
Okay. Now in this diagram, they have letters. What does F mean? Presumably, F
the letters and the numbers are not random. The letters and the numbers are from a convention, very intuitive. The letter come from the zone of the brain. Here, this diagram is perfect because the brain below is explained then the letter.
Yes. Okay. I have a question. F must be for front. I'm right?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Frontal.
Oh, I'm right.
Frontal.
I'm right.
Frontal here.
Frontal. How about the C? How about the C? P. Yeah. What is P?
Polar. Frontopolar. The pole.
The pole. Lost pole.
The pole.
Yeah.
Yes. Pole.
How about the C? How about the C? How about the C? Yeah.
The C is too central.
C for center.
3 and C4 central. This is from the frontal lobe, but some below the others.
How about the P? How about the P?
Parietal. This is other lobe of the brain. Here is an important division of the brain. The principal division is the hemisphere, left and right. And the other is the central scissor.
Forget about the number at the moment. I'll ask you another question. What is the T for? T on both sides.
The T temporal lobe is a very, very key lobe for memory, for emotion. And here in this right, T3, T5, temporal.
So these letters all represent the function, some functional part of brain, right?
And the
functional brain.
O, no zero, the O
Okay.
is occipital. Occipital. The occipital lobe is below this bone scalp. Below is a sound of brain.
Yes.
Name it occipital lobe.
Right.
Occipital lobe left, occipital lobe right.
Yes.
And the letters always sign is intuitive. The sound below, the sound of the brain sound below the electrode.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. I learned something. How to work and how to use letter to denote the zoom, right? Which help which
this
also
letter and the zeta, the middle line.
Yes.
This second letter
is
for sagittal,
the
line, the middle line.
So I think
P polar.
So all these letters are represent somehow to the functional part of brain, right?
Yes, the exception is the A, because this is ear.
Ear, A for ear. Oh, A for ear. That's interesting.
That's no brain, but
okay. That's okay. I understand. Thank you to introduce this international system. S10-20.
And the numbers are even to the right or to the left.
Okay.
Very, very easy.
Okay, can you zoom in a little bit so that we can also the left hand side is the signal. Can we just zoom in?
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how.
That's okay now. I can see now. Now, presumably we got this signal recorded. Okay. Is that recorded during the sleep or during the wake during the wake up? The signal.
The signal is different in the state. I can move the
website.
The file.
Yeah. You can zoom. You can zoom in. Can you zoom in?
No.
You can change the. This is online. This is a website, isn't it? Right. It's a website. Yes. You can change that ratio of display.
Oh,
at this corner at the up right side.
I can new chair, and here, but because the pencil.
Doesn't matter. Perhaps we just focus on this. Just use the diagram to give the introduction today. Yes. So where did this? How did you? Which pair of the? Can we just annotate that? Which pair of, for example, to detect this particular signal, which pair of these the electrode should be positioned?
Yeah, at the left are the electrode names, but we use. Here, this chain.
Yeah, okay. FP.
F3.
FP1, right? FP3.
P3.
Yeah.
And O1. This for convention.
Okay. Now tell me, as example, how can we pick up, where did I exactly put to obtain this signal by using a pair of electrodes on the brain?
Yes.
Yeah.
We now use equipment digital, and all use a reference.
Reference is,
for example,
this is reference, right? This is where the reference is, right?
Yes. This is a bipolar montage for an EEG to view all the scope, all the landscape of the brain.
I think we discussed this before. These are reference, right? These are reference.
Yes.
Now, where do other two electrodes goes? Where do you put another two electrodes to obtain?
Here, this chain, this is connected.
No,
these four electrodes are connected.
No,
this line.
No, my question is, they have four components here, right? I'm just focused on the first one, called FP1, right? How did I detect the FP1? apart from
because
using,
it's
apart from
not alone. It's not alone.
Ah.
FP1 is not alone. It's reference with C zeta.
C zeta, yes, that's a C zeta.
Yes, and the F3 too.
No, just one moment. We
too.
discuss it one at a time. Please, just wait a moment.
Yes.
So I'm right. I just drew this diagram. I'm right by pick up these two in order to generate a voltage signal. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes. This is one input, because again, this is this line is a composite input.
Composite input
with a differential with this and
there's another one. Which is this one? Is FP? Is this FP2? FP3. FP3.
And C zeta.
Yeah.
And this arithmetical differential.
Okay, I just summarize now. So FP, so there's a signal here. So can we say the first one? We just stick with this one. Yep. So F, what you call the FP1 is denoted, is actually measured by the potential difference, right?
Yes, the potential difference.
Two
electrodes.
Yeah, the two electrodes, that's equal to the reference. Can we use the reference?
Yes.
And this
use CC.
Yeah, CC. Yeah. But for ordinary people, I just use reference. All right.
Yes.
We
reference.
Take the voltage pick up from this particular position. Is that right? Of course, for doctors, we know that this is exactly equal to. So in this case, there's a bit of snow here. Yeah, for this particular voltage is actually pick up. Oh, sorry. Do it again. Yeah, I can write down. So that is actually pick up from the CZ, right? Okay, I think that would be a good introduction. I think you by just using this reference, we can pick up
the demonstration. Here.
Okay. Oh, you can see that.
Yes. Oh, here additional electrode, temporal.
Of course.
Anterior.
Because
T1.
Yeah, of course. You see, I think it's very useful because they actually help us to understand the potential. How do I pick up this signal from the brain? All right.
Yes.
Because
and we use this because this is pathological. This signal is epilepsy zone.
Yes.
This discharge here from temporal lobe is probably epilepsy or probably an anomaly.
I think today we're not going to that detail today. What I'm going to just to remind our readers, viewers, that we have also discussed something. Let's just can you stop your sign, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, chair.
You can
stop
sharing.
Here.
I just probably remind our viewers that we also have discussed that today that it is impossible. It is unlikely a doctor will put the electrode inside your brain, right? It's
very exceptional, very exceptional.
Quite rare. So it's we can relax now. All electrodes are actually attached on the skin, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's comfortable. that's where make people feel easy because people when you hear people probably will have never done the sleep test have concern that perhaps the doctor will insert some electrode into our brain, right?
Yes. No. Here, this is offside. It's a procedure secure, very secure.
Yeah. But also we agree that this signal, the detected signal, it has a contribution from all parts of our brain. Is that right?
It's very important to know that and to consider that when we read EEG.
Yes. So because
other eye, heart, or a muscle, or a
yeah,
part of the ambient of the air outside can produce artifact.
that's right. Artifact apart from artifact and noise,
environmental signals,
noise, right?
not from brain, signals from other side.
For example, the dog is barking, woo, woo, then you get pick up signal. You get signal.
Or dancing.
Okay. The dancing, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
This yield signals similar to EEG and confused.
Yeah. So basically, my understanding today is that the electrical activity is actually pick up from the skin, right? Basically from the skin, not direct.
Neuron is tiny size,
yes.
but the brain in as an organ, as a wall, produce a magnetic and electric field.
Yes, that's right. So our next topic will be focused on how to pick up the signal from the brain. All right. Perhaps today is just introduction. How do we set up our experimental measurement? Okay.
This is the placement of the electrode.
That's right.
Wecome bench.
Of course. And of course, that is how to measure
the first step.
First step. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to make this video too long, so I will stop here.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
So next time we'll focus on how to pick up the electrical signal from particular part, including the brain. Okay. I'm always interested to know how to measure electricity from our brain. Perhaps after that we can discuss how do we pick up the ECG, from the heart, from the heart. Okay, how do we pick up the signal, electrical signal, particularly from the heart?
In the EEG, we use some electrode in the body.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and I explained that, but to confirm electrode and artifact is the heart is yielding artifact we detect.
Yes. So my idea is to make this video more inviting, so more ordinary people can come to watch. Okay. If we just start from the specialist conversation, and most people will go away, say you are talking about, especially no women, to watch this video.
Yeah,
we have invited.
I agree.
We have watched all people who interested in life. Okay, the sleep quantity and the longevity. People were interested to know how do we monitor the function, the activity of the human body by pick up the electricity signal, right?
Yes.
So I think today I will stop here. Okay.
Yes.
We'll stop here. We'll prepare more interesting talks. So eventually we can attract more audience or more viewers. Do you agree?
Yes, and because the last week we talked about education and we responsibility in that, and when we review this basic fact, we from
probably
bottom to top.
Yeah, that's right. Bottom. Yeah. So today we'll stop here. All right. I will stop. I will stop this.